Greetings, 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 greetings. I warned y'all I'm going to do more than one of these today. I'm doing more than one of these today. So it's the cow Skirata armor build, and we've got the thigh pieces going. It doesn't look right because it still has some pencil mark where I did it. But, yeah. So we're going to try to make this flat piece look more like this curved thigh piece, and so it will be like that. And then we throw the cod on there as well. So like that is what we're going for. So we need to turn this flat piece here into something a little closer to that. First we're going to cut it out, then we're going to heat it up, and then we're going to kind of bend it against a paint can. That's how we do it. Welcome everybody. Alright, so we get the general shape like this. So what I'm working on is taking a flat sheet of ABS plastic and creating the thigh armor. That is what I'm doing for this kit. So I'm taking this flat piece and kind of making it look like this. And how do we do that? By heating it up. So I'm going to go shove this in the oven really quickly. It only takes like a minute, 2 minutes to get it good and pliable. And then we're going to tape it up against a paint can. And that'll kind of hold the shape that we want, which is this. So we've got, that one is that way. So this one is going to, make sure that I bend it the right way. I don't want to create two of the same piece. So I'm going to bend it that way. A little bit more on the top end here, but we can take that off when we go. So I'm going to go heat this up real quick. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So what we're working on here, as that is heating in the oven, I'm doing a Skirata build. He is a Mandalorian. He was a Mandalorian commando. He's a badass. He's a friend of Jango Fett. He helped train the clone army. So this is the helmet, pretty standard, kind of Boba Fett style helmet. Does have a range finder that I have the pieces of over there. We'll have to paint those, get them painted before I start to glue them together, because I want it all painted correctly. But yeah, I've gotten that done. I've got a pair of gauntlets that I'm working on. So he's got 2 gauntlets. These you cannot get your hand through unless, I mean, I'm not sure. I think his hands are about my size hands, and unless you've got very, very small children hands or girly hands, they won't work here. So I'm working on some type of elastic system that'll basically let you do that and then pop it in there. So in the process with this. All right, let me go check that in the oven real quick. So now we've got very good pliable heated plastic. And so we're going to take this, shape it against this, and then tape it down. And I hope that that really retains that shape. And this is just the poor man's vacuum forming. Do with a heat gun if you want, but you don't need a heat gun. So I just heated these up in the oven. Tape it like that, let it cool, and it should retain that shape and just be curved the way that that is curved. So that's what we were going for there. Let that sit and cool. Let's change these tops out, do a little bit of work on the edges of this and clean it up. And again, this is Skirata that I'm working on. Look him up if you don't know who he is. He's pretty much a badass. He was a friend of Jango, helped train the clones, the Grand Army of the Republic. All right, so I'm just wanting to clean up some of these edges that you can kind of see how they're a little rough. Let's go work on those. Welcome aboard, everybody. Alright, so that is much closer to that. So, show you what we've been working on so far. And again, this is commission build, so this armor is not for me. This is for a friend of mine, actually, in the 501st. A guy named Cody, who runs the 501st in Mobile, the Delta Squad. So this is the vest. We got all the Velcro glued in place. Oops, let's take off here. For the armor pieces, we've got the corresponding Velcro for the armor pieces. So it's a one-piece jumpsuit that goes under this. It's just approximate. All right, so still have to get one other piece of Velcro for this piece here. It's gonna go like that. So you'll have to imagine that. These. You get the idea. Actually, let me just put this up here just so you can. This will be what it looks like on the outside of that. And then we've got knee armor, boot armor that goes onto the lower part of the jumpsuit. We have a cotton butt that will attach to the jumpsuit as well. And it's really kick-ass leather holster. Gotta have the West Star. So that whole thing good to go as well. But yeah, this is coming along nicely. I got another couple weeks worth of slight light work on it. And then bring him back for the final test fitting. Should start painting very, very soon. So we'll kind of see how that all goes. But I'm liking so far how it's coming together. Just need to get the right weather for painting. It's been raining and humid as of late here. And it's anybody who's painted before knows that's not what you want to paint in. That's not the type of weather that you want to paint in. So I still got some work that I can pull off on this while I'm waiting. Let me show you the boot armor too. These are cool. The boots, these are just Doc Martin Chelsea's. So the armor sits on like that with snaps that I attached, and it literally just snaps on like that. Top part of the boot armor will sit on the jumpsuit, so you have that for your armor. Very similar to Django. Basically, it looks exactly like what Django's looked like. This is all ABS plastic. So this is an ABS plastic kit. Very lightweight, very flexible. A whole lot easier to work with than a 3D printed item. It's just better, in my opinion, for a set of armor. These are resin printed from 850 Armor Works, so these are not ABS, but still cool. So these will be the gauntlets on both sides. Still have tubes that'll come out of those that I have to create. And then the knees, right here and here, I've got darts coming for these. It's basically 2 darts on either side, little bullet, little pew-pews that'll come on either side for these that will then just be attached. And again, for his armor, think Django Fett. Basically looks like Django Fett, but with this, it's all this color. So it's going to be more of a kind of that desert camo and some red accents and some brown accents on it. Very cool armor set, very cool coloring, and hope to get painting as soon as this weather decides I can. So, yep, that's that. But yeah, I'm psyched that I think I've got something that'll work for this. So I'm gonna do it to where I'll have a piece of really nice tape in here holding one side of it. So this side will be permanently sealed, and then the other side will lift up. Right now I just have one piece of elastic there. I'll have either three or one on the front and one on the back. And that way you can get your arm through it. The seam will snap shut, and then the seam will be on the inside with that, so less chance of it being visible. But that's what I'm doing there. I got these taped on top. Those little darts are going to kind of come out here. But this is ready to start to be finished. I just need to finalize kind of what I'm going to do with this closure, because I've never done one that isn't solid before. So I'm going to make sure that I come up with something that'll work for this. Because they tiny little wrist holes. Tiny little wrist holes. You guys are not communicating, man. I'm here to chat. I'm here to talk. I'm here to vibe, to shoot the shit. Y'all got nothing to say. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, that's the projects as of late. I'll be working on those pretty much straight. So I think that's all I'm doing for today. Thank you for being here, though. I do appreciate it. If you liked this, seriously, subscribe. I do this shit all the time. I've got all kinds of cosplay and prop stuff that I do. Show you how to make them, show you how to play around in them. It's a lot of fun. So give me a subscribe. You won't be disappointed. Or maybe you will, but you know, I don't really care. So thanks for being here, y'all. As always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.